Good morning, Year 4. Now, as you'll notice, in your packs, you haven't got a maths and literacy this week. So this week, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a project. And the project is going to be a journey through space. Now, space is a topic that you will cover next year when you come in as Year 5s. So what we want to have a look at is the different subjects that we've got each day. Now, there's more subjects than there is days, and that's fine, because these subjects might take you quite a while. So the different subjects we've got, there's some history on there, so maybe first have a look at the history of space and how we travel through space. And maybe have a look at these two questions here. So I've put a question in saying, what is NASA? Some of you might know already, but if you don't, that'd be a great starting point to have a look at the history of space. And also, maybe have a look at who is Neil Armstrong. So that's another key question just to help you learn about the history of space. Now, we have got the phases of the moon. So here's a little bit of science for you. So you might not have heard of phases of the moon before, but did you know that the moon is different every single night? So you'll be looking at a different part of the moon every night. So that's going to be a really interesting topic for you to have a look at, the phases of the moon, and maybe you could draw the different phases of the moon. Now, just to make it a bit fun, I've put in a space dance. So if you go onto YouTube, there's a useful link at the bottom. You can use Marvel's theme tune and maybe combine some movements to create a space dance. So think about how might aliens travel, think about that there's zero gravity in space, how might you be moving? So that's quite a fun one. If you've got any videos, please do send them in. And then we're going to have a look at some astronauts, and maybe if you wanted to be an astronaut when you're older, what would you need? What is the requirements to be an astronaut? For DT, we've got to build a spaceship or a rocket. So think about the materials that you might use. I know that we've put in previous learning for DT to make some shelters, so maybe you can build on what you've done there. Also explore the planets in our solar system. So think about the planets. How can you remember what order they are in? Think of some silly acronyms that you can think or make up that will help you with that. And then finally, we've got lights, camera, action. So can you create a storyline for a new Marvel film? Okay, so think about the build-up, what's the problem, what's the resolution. It could have characters in that already exist, or maybe pick some new characters, and it's all going to be in the theme of space, Earth and space. So this should take you all week, okay? So do little bits at a time, and we'll be looking forward to having some of your work sent through the email. So if you're not sure, go onto the Sandon website, and it's the Year 4 email address. So I hope you have a lovely week, everybody. This is the only video because everything you need is on your pack, but please do keep in touch and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Have a lovely week, everybody.